Hi guys, and welcome back to our Talos Principle 2 playthrough. I might look like, I don't want to say less cozy than I did last time, but I am pleased to report we have heat in our house again, so don't necessarily need to don the hat and the mittens and the scarves and all that jazz, right? But I'm excited to get back to the game today. Where we left off last time was definitely a bit of a frustrating moment for me because we tried puzzle 8 here in this world, whatever world we're in right now, and I just was really struggle bussing with it. I to be fair, spent way too much time on that puzzle. I cut out a huge chunk of it for the sake of the the video. But looking back, I was like, yeah, I spent like at least like a half hour on just like struggling, maybe like even 40 minutes. And I should have stepped away sooner, but I was just so determined to get it. But I don't know if we can progress to like the next area without doing it. Because like I almost feel like my brain does need a little bit more of a break from it, from that particular puzzle. But we'll just see. So, aside from 8, I'm noticing here in this world we still do have a lot of like question marks. One being in this direction over here. So at the very least, maybe we can like check all of these out and see what all we missed, right? So let's do it. Oh, there's like a big like guy just like chilling over here. Hello, big guy. Okay, can we come see you? I can probably jump in the water, right? Famous last words. I didn't know like how deep it was. Oh, hello. If he starts moving, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh. Just when I thought we'd found all the weird stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. What do we have here? Success. It worked. I made a statue. Well, it half worked. The design wasn't balanced, so it fell over and broke. It was very dramatic, but the good news is that it all works in principle. Imagine what we could do. Something something, using stone something something, part of the environment something something. Miranda. Okay. We've heard that name before. And then we have Trevor 3. What you got for us, Trev?
So, humanity is great. I really believe that, and that's why I'm here. But I have to be honest with you, individual people, not always my favorite. I'm not the smartest guy ever, and I know that. But there are some people, man, some people are just so dumb. I don't even know if they're actually conscious. Sometimes I think their whole lives might be like a dream. They're just stumbling around, no idea what's going on, mumbling some random nonsense. And the thing you have to understand about our time period is that a lot of these people wield enormous power. They run whole countries and corporations. Yeah, that's right. We've handed over our civilization to people I wouldn't trust to tie their own shoelaces. And if they're dumb, then what are we? I don't
He's got a point.
Have an answer to that, so just please try to do better.
Oh, I like Trevor. I did see back there one of the robot friendios that we're traveling with did have something to say to us, or we have something to say to them rather. But since the audio log was going on, I figured we'd like just follow up on maybe another question mark and get back to them. Is this the one? Hang on. No, I mean, I don't think it's the... Is it in here? It's in here. I was thinking, because I think on like another land we went to, there was a question mark I felt like I couldn't find. It was underground. So maybe it was something like this.
Are we even sure that the labs and the puzzles belong to the same people?
There seems to be a connection between the experimental setups in the labs and some of the puzzle technology.
Correlation does not necessarily imply causation, though.
True. But just because we don't understand the connection, that doesn't mean it's not there. What we have here is two things that reflect each other. We just don't understand how that reflection works or what causes it.
Maybe Miranda can tell us.
If we could ever find her. If she's still, you know, alive, quote unquote. What do we have here? Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. And then you. The end draft. Well, that sounds ominous. After a lifetime dedicated to the written word, I'm faced with a task I could never have expected, writing an epitaph not only for myself, but for my species. In the unlikely event that Alexander Drennan is successful, and one day someone reads this, what meaningful insights can I share into the strange phenomenon that is humanity? I spent days thinking about it, but now I'm running out of time, so I'll set down the one thought that I simply can't shake. It didn't have to be this way. With more time, we could have found a cure. With a few political victories, we could have been prepared. Change any factor, even by a little, and we would have made it. This isn't divine punishment, it's just dumb luck. I'm reaching for something here, but I don't know what it is. Forgiveness? Grace? Acceptance? No. I hate the idea of accepting this. Hope, maybe. I feel like this story is unfinished. Maybe it should be. No epitaphs for humanity. I pray Drennan is right. Miranda. It didn't have to be this way. And yet it was. Failed to load comments. Most of these, if not all of these, like little, you know, writings that we've come across, when they have the comments below them, most, if not all of them, have said just failed to load. So this one we actually see that, like, you know, a name, someone we've heard a lot about in this game so far, Miranda. So Miranda didn't write this then, I would assume. Yeah, it says author Olufemi Kaneda. Interesting. And you know, the way that this is also worded, it's like, if Alexander Drennan is successful with her experiment. So this seems like it happened kind of like before, like, the apocalypse, so to speak. Like, this was not written by, like, one of the fellow robots or anything. Karen, I think is how it's pronounced, or something similar to that. I think this is the name of the one who ferries the dead, right? From 51 Tales by Lord Dunsany, Karen leaned forward and rowed. All things were one with his weariness. It was not with him a matter of years or of centuries, but of wide floods of time, and an old heaviness and a pain in the arms that had become, for him, part of the scheme that the gods had made, and was a piece of a piece with eternity. If the gods had even sent him a contrary wind, it would have divided all time in his memory into two equal slabs. So gray were all things, always where he was, that if any radiance lingered a moment among the dead, on the face of such a queen, perhaps as Cleopatra, his eyes could not have perceived it. It was strange that the dead nowadays were coming in such numbers. They were coming in thousands, where they used to come in 50s. It was neither Karen's duty nor his wont to ponder, like his wont? To ponder his gray soul, why these things might be. Karen leaned forward and rowed. Then no one came for a while. It was not usual for the gods to send no one down from the earth for such a space, but the gods knew best. Then one man came alone, and the little shade sat shivering on a lonely bench, and the great boat pushed off. Only one passenger, the gods knew best, and great and weary Karen rowed on and on beside the little silent shivering ghost. And the sound of the river was like a mighty sigh that grief in the beginning had sighed among her sisters, and that could not die like the echoes of human sorrow failing on earthy hills, but was as old as time and the pain in Karen's arms. Then the boat from the slow gray river loomed up the coast of Dis, and the little silent shade, still shivering, stepped ashore, and Karen turned the boat to go wearily back to the world. And the little shadow spoke. That had been a man. "I am the last," he said. No one had ever made Karen smile before. No one before had ever made him weep. Interesting. Miranda says, there is an obvious and perhaps intended interpretation. This is the end of humanity, and the last shadow is the last human to live. But another interpretation is equally possible, that humanity has achieved immortality. Oh, and the last shadow is the last human to die. I prefer the latter. I certainly hadn't thought about it that way. Huh, very interesting. Talking about Karen, it makes me think of one of my favorite games of all time, The Forgotten City. For anybody who hasn't played that game, I really, really recommend it. Noema Project 4. Trial 803, version 0.08 unsuccessful. Same problem with Trial 108. Repeated all calculations, same results, weird. Trials 804 to 891, experiment modified to gain further insights into unexpected error. Inconsistent results 892 to 937, simultaneous trials affecting each other via unknown mechanisms. What is going on here? I hope we'll be able to answer that question. I do want to know what the heck is going on here, though. It's like they're like metal, and like this is like a magnet, something. I don't know what its purpose is, though. It's like it's trying to show something, but I don't understand. All right, have we seen everything in here? I think so. I hope so. All right, let's go back up and see about finding another question mark, I suppose. There's a lot of interesting, insightful reading there. I think I mentioned this before. Sometimes with the reading, like they're kind of written in kind of such, I don't want to say like old English, but you know, like in a way of speaking that we don't really speak anymore. So sometimes that's a little difficult for my brain to understand. But I certainly try to do my best in understanding and reading it. So thanks for bearing with me there on those more difficult ones. Ooh. Oh, this was one of the puzzles. Interesting. Okay. But it's saying that there's like a question mark like over this way. Right? Is it? Oh, is this like a puzzle that I haven't done yet? I've done, maybe this is one of the triangles. Don't the triangles normally have like a sign out front showing that they're a triangle puzzle? Yeah, they do. Transposition. So yeah, I don't think I've done this one. It was really like tucked away over here, kind of in like the corner. All right, well, let's see if we can do this. I feel a little bit nervous about starting with a triangle puzzle today because I feel like the triangles can be, you know, more difficult. See how it goes. All right, so first and foremost, you know, let's just look around, see what we got. So end is over there. How to get to end, that's a different question. We have a blue like input here. So maybe if I do the blue input, like this gate lowers. Well, I think what we have to start with is jamming that. We have a connector here. I have what is it, a converter, or is that a driller? Just so many words, so many things. Oh, wow. We have a red input. Wow. Okay. All right. So this was an inverter. Just trying to think where I need to begin. So I don't really think I can get like anything, you know, like through. I can't get anything through the purple wall. So like I think I have to utilize this inverter. And I'm gonna put it right there. So blue power is going to it. It's making it red. So then if I get you and I reach you anywhere, we can reach you here. Can I reach both of these from here is the question. Doesn't really seem like it. Oh, because it can't it can't go through bars. I was thinking it could for some reason. It's having to refresh my memory and stuff. So, but I can't go through like that either, right? Yeah, I can't go through that either. So what? So what? I think I'm gonna need to jam that from that side. So I just kind of need to set up everything preemptively, I suppose. So that and this. And you. I think we can do all of that. And I'll go back over to this side and I'll jam that. So are things staying open now? Can I remove this? I can remove this. Awesome. Then we can jam this again. And I can go over here and get you. Okay, all right. Then we can shine a little lasery situation through here, I guess. Okay. So I guess we need to have this powered and the, what was it, a blue on the other side? Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Yes. So I have an inverter over here, but that's like making it red and I need blue to go to that. All right. Well, I think this is gonna like break, so let me just like keep jamming that for a second. I don't like that sound of things powering down. Oh wait, I can put it through the hole. I don't know why I was completely forgetting about that part. I was thinking it could just shine a laser through the hole. You see what happens when you just take a break from playing this game? Then like this happens. Yeah, okay. So I probably should have put this through the hole. Would that work? I mean, it would have to work. All right, we're gonna finagle. All right. Yes. So now that I have a converter over here, I'm gonna take this blue and we're gonna do like a boop boop. All right, so that's powered on now. But I need, I could probably, well, I can reach that through there, but there's metal bars there, so I can't do that, can I? Yeah, there are metal bars there. Okay. I feel like we're close. If I could just like move you like a little bit more like over there, that would that work? I don't know. That'll work. Let's keep those connections though, and trying to see how far I can bring it over. That's gonna be about as far as I can go, but I still don't think that's gonna be enough to like Is it? Yeah, I mean, I still can't reach that inverter, or excuse me, that connector from here. If I had another power source, that'd be lovely. That would be grand right now. You know, maybe I could, I was thinking maybe if I had something like here that like would work, like on the other side of the purple, but I don't know. This is tricky. Very, very tricky. If I have something here, I don't think I could yeah, it can't see the blue power source over there. So... I just want things. And I don't think I can go through those bars either, right? Like, I know it can't go through the vertical bars. I can't go through the horizontal bars either, right? Let me just make sure. Oh, you can go through horizontal bars. Okay, all right. Well, that's great. The problem though is that I still need to get over there, right? Like I need. I can jam this, and then everything's powered up, hunky dory. But now I can't get over here. Oh boy. We could totally fit through this hole. I'm just saying. We just need to crouch a little bit. Silly. I mean, I think we could fix this issue if I had that powered again, that red. Which we can do, right? I think so. If I just do like that, maybe? Good? Okay, I think we're good now. I think that's the only thing I need to do. Yep, that's what I needed to do. Like I said, brain's still warming up. Thanks for bearing with me. All right, so we got that triangle. Snazzy. I just constantly, I feel like I get mixed up on, like when looking at like the HUD, if like the grayed out triangles means we haven't done them, or the saturated ones means we haven't done them. So I'm trying to remember right now. Saturated means we haven't done it. So there is one more triangle that I have not done, and I don't think we tried it last time that we played. I don't think so. You know, another thing that I'm noticing too is with the ring in the top left, I think before I did this puzzle, it was missing like the 8th circle. I didn't realize that the triangles could count towards the circles. So that's reassuring to know that like right now I don't necessarily have to do 8, it seems. I would like to do all of them eventually, but like I said, right now my brain is, that's feeling very daunting. All right, before I hightail it to that next triangle, let's go over here to this question mark. Oh, this looks snazzy. Oh. Almost like a maze in here. Am I missing anything? Any hidden stuffs? Beautiful tree. Hello? Do you have any secrets for me? Okay, alright. So it's another one of you. Oh. Oh, interesting. So this is the dude statue that we saw earlier, and then this is obviously this. And it's showing like X marks the spot near like a near like a something. It almost looks like a gate or like a pergola, something like that. Okay. All right. I just need to figure out where that dude was again. I think it would be if I look at the HUD near like one of the handprints. So I might have to go to a few of the handprints to try to find this again. Would it be cheesy of me to like I was about to say take a picture. It might have actually taken a picture for me. It did, thank goodness. So I can go back and view this. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so handprints. I want to say that this handprint was near the the pod, like monorail terminal, whatever you want to call it. So I think it might be this one that I'm seeing off in the distance on my HUD. Can't actually see it like with my own eyeballs in the distance right now. That would be impressive though. Vision isn't that good. Especially with aging, that's the thing. See, I think I do remember jumping on this hill here. Yes, so we have to be going in the right direction. If I can... Oh, guys, am I... Oh, I thought I was, like, stuck for a second. I definitely felt stuck. It wasn't, like, letting me jump. I was concerned. If that did happen, is there an I'm stuck? I don't think there's an I'm stuck, but there is, like, a stop game. So I figured that would probably put you in a safe space. Okay, so we're gonna try to line this up as best as possible, I guess, to like find the view. I think it would be more in this direction, I think. Let's take a look at that again. So yeah, maybe a bit more towards the man. And kind of see like his hands a bit bigger, possibly. Yeah, this thing right here. It was like a little bit more towards like this side of it. All right. Okay. Let's take a look one more time. So small, you know, it's really hard to tell, but I mean, it looks like somewhere in here. It was definitely this, right? Just a bit to the left of it. This is gonna bother me. I hope we can find it. It would be a like a flame or like a star. Would it be a star? So it does say we found 2 stars on this level already. Here I was thinking you could only find 2. This isn't something I've accidentally found already, is it? Like accidentally stumbled across? Oh. No, it was not. So, okay, I just heard noises. Where do we go? Where do we go? Do I need to go back to, I need to go back to the blinking star. Man, they just really had to put it across the frickin' map, didn't they? Boy, oh boy. All right, well, we'll go back and obtain that star. And is there another question mark over there? I think I see another question mark. Man, so many like secrets in this land. I swear we'll eventually get to the like building the bridge to enter the tower. One day, one day. Yeah, that was pretty well hidden. Like looking at it, it was like, it kind of seemed like it wasn't, but I think it was like really hidden by like a branch and that kind of deal. That was cool. That was cool. All right. Star. Star. So we do have 3 stars here.
The wheel turns, but without the road, it cannot move.
Okay, you're right. I was expecting a little more. I'm also seeing in the bottom left corner, we have a 3 there for social media. I was wondering what that was. Cat sitting advice? Pellegrino. So I'm cat sitting Yakut's cat, Bruce, and he keeps peeing on my charging pod. Is there anything I can do to prevent this? Clean it very thoroughly, so not a single trace of smell remains. I know it's hard without the ability to smell, but we do have some cleaning agents that should do the trick. Contact me on private if you need a list. Oh, and make sure Bruce isn't distressed by something. Cats don't like being moved from their territory. Maybe it would be easier if you just move him back to Yakut's place and fed him there? No, Bruce is just a bastard. He loves peeing on anything electrical, chewing on cables, and generally just breaking stuff. This is normal, and I warned you, Pellegrino. I could have given him to Nia. She's used to him, but he's so fuzzy and I love him. Ah, cats. Places of longing, Paris. Paris was an ancient city, sometimes called the City of Lights, one of the great capitals of the world, home to tradition and innovation alike. It was the birthplace of one of the greatest revolutions in history, the moment that gave birth to modernity in all glories and horrors alike. The spirit of freedom that was born here, although it was suppressed by enemies and traitors, never entirely faded. And it lived in the minds of artists and many generations. Maybe something of that spirit still remains in us. Then the garden, new poem. Amesh says, I walk in the garden without fear as stars swirl across the sky, and I stand among the tall lilies, who lift their faces to the passing eons. Here I will do no harm, and no harm will come to me. For at last my long journey is over, and I am at home. Beautiful, makes me feel calm and happy. This is my new favorite of yours, I think, although maybe step by step towards the nightingales might still win out. Let's say it's a tie. The words are definitely beautiful, but to me it seems like a poem about death. I was kind of feeling the same way as Arinia a little bit. An inspiring poem about being happy where you are. I don't think our journey is over. Maybe it will never be over. I also feel that it's about death. Yeah, I'll just say this. Interesting that both you and Arinia have the same response. I never thought about the poem as being death. To me, it was about New Jerusalem, but what you're saying makes sense. By limiting our growth, we accept that one day our story will be over. But is that so bad? If that was a good story? Acceptance of death is wisdom, even for us. We should rage against death, not accept it. I don't know if I really like either of these answers. I'm just gonna say we should rage. Interesting. There is something poetic about that. Thank you for your thoughts, everyone. I really appreciate them. And what is new here? This. Drone data from the north of the island. Oh, it's very like snowy. North Survey. I sent the drone to have a look at another puzzle cluster, but it seems they remain inactive until someone gets there, or until the transport system goes online. Oh, I can't wait. Alright, so we still have that triangle. Wasn't there another question mark that there was too? In this direction. The mysteries don't stop coming. This was the triangle puzzle that we just did. Oh boy, and I'm like in like a... I'm in like a valley right now. I need to get out of here. Yeah, we need to go in this direction. It's cool how like secluded, kind of tucked away that one is. But what do we have all the way out here? Ooh. Gosh, it's wild how much they like just hide stuff in this game. This looks, I feel like, so different from the other structures that we've come across. Just one here. Lithrasser 3.
The rotting remains of the old world should fill me with melancholy. Even here on this remote island, our ancestors could not escape their fate. And yet, I find there is something pathetic about these ruins that evokes anger and even contempt. I feel it is a mistake to accept this catastrophe with equanimity. What we see here should offend us. When witnessing this triumph of entropy, we should aspire to a warrior spirit, even a kind of hate of the past and its failures that will never allow such a thing to happen again.
Okay. Here we have pre-connected. I'm noticing it right off the bat. It is interesting that preemptively we have a spot that's being drilled here, and we can bring an inverter through, which I think we're gonna have to do because I don't think I can do anything else until we do that. So I can't sadly connect you to you, but man, how nice that would be. So instead, what we'll do is reach you through here. I don't think I can. No, I cannot. All right. So we'll just put you on there. All right. And I guess I don't. Well, I was about to say I don't need this driller anymore. At least not right now. So maybe what I'll do is replace this with the driller. And over here we have a blue input. Oh, another wall that can be drilled. Well, I did just put the driller over here, so that, you know, kind of works out. Don't really know what spot needs to be drilled, but we'll put that there. So I could have something through here, maybe like connecting to that red there. That makes me want to like move it a bit more over. Maybe something like that. All right, one thing at a time. Wait. So we have a blue input here. I would assume that that would keep this door open, so we don't need to have the button pressed down. I was about to say, do we have a power source? I think the only one we have is over there. Well, that's gross. Okay, well then. You know what? I think I'm gonna need that driller after all. That's a wall too. Okay. Just trying to get brain to work and wake up. The drill that again. But maybe I just need to like set it up preemptively and then drill it. I think that could work. I think that could work. All right, so if we do like this, and then I'm gonna go over to this side. We're going to drill you. Nice. So now this should stay open as long as, you know, I don't move that. And that'll allow us to go over here. Oh, only one of them, I guess, can be open at a time. All right. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So I think what we're gonna need to do is connect the red power source through here. And then connect it to that so it can connect to that, which is easier said than done. Let's at least like prepare it. Okay, so there, and at least we can like see it blinking through the wall, so that's really nice. And I think if I put it here, I think that'll be okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and connect it there as well. This is not gonna be pretty once I stop drilling this. Okay, all right, this is looking all right. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I thought it was gonna be more messy than that. I was worried I was like really screwing something up. Hey, all right, we got it. Feels good. Nice. Yeah, the only thing I don't think I've done on in this land is, gosh darn, 8. But like I said, we'll come back to that one at some point. For now, what we're gonna do is go to the tower. This is definitely not a traditional tower, that's for sure. But man, does she look cool. Okay, let's go over in this direction. See if we can solve some Tetris, I suppose. Where does the Tetris start? Does it start over here? I think it might actually start over here. Possibly? Maybe? Yes. Here we are. Okay. Alright. Oh, wow. So we're gonna have to get around like some walls with this one. Which honestly I kind of feel like helps in the sense that like, it's like, okay, I know it has to go in this direction. Whereas like the other ones that we've done, it's like, this could be anything, you know? All right. And this. There we go. All right. Now we have like a freeform one. See, these I don't like quite as much. It's like, okay, you could be anything. Let's maybe start with this. That'll work? That'll work, okay. Cool beans. There's probably like several ways that you can solve those, honestly. All right, are we ready? Oh boy, into the hole. Oh, it's so cool. Alrighty. Oh, you magnificent thing, you.
When the craftsman Daedalus was imprisoned in the very labyrinth he had created, his only solace was his son, Icarus. To escape their plight, he fashioned wings of feathers and wax. He warned his son to fly neither too high nor too low, but his son, enraptured by the freedom of flight, flew too close to the sun. Thus the wax in his wings melted, and he fell to his death. What was the sun's error?
Hubris, the flame of the sun, belongs to the gods. Disobedience, he should have listened to his father. Carelessness, he did not use his wings correctly. Impatience, if he wanted to soar so high, he should have built better wings. Lawlessness, he should never have attempted to escape the labyrinth. Idiocy, the wings were made from wax. I mean, come on. I would say impatience. If he wanted to soar so high, he should have built better wings.
What matters the substance of his wings, if the sky was not meant for him? After the death of his son, Daedalus withdrew in sorrow to a foreign land. King Minos came looking for the craftsman to exact his revenge. The answer to a riddle revealed where Daedalus dwelled, but for Minos, that answer was his ruin. Consider King Minos, burned in his bath, as you seek your own answer.
But I'm still so curious and want to know more. Oh wait, is this the last laser that we need? Like the third color? I think we have... Achievement! Achievements!
It's opening.
Activate the lower... or the tower? It said something. We got an achievement.
I
Oh!
think this is an invitation.
Doesn't look that inviting to me.
We have all three colors!
Considered a scientific
Ultimate
type
power!
structure, then that opening must be big enough to drive a building through.
Or the VTOL.
You want us to go in there, into the creepy triangular maw of death?
Uh-huh.
More of death? I think it looks charming. To quote 1K, come on now, live a little.
Byron's right. We're here to explore, and this is a mystery worth
I didn't realize there was a
investigating.
gap there.
This technology could change everything.
Oh, all right. I'm not winning this, am I?
Nope.
Let's meet up with the VTOL, everybody. We're going in.
Alright, baby, let's go. I'm so excited. Okay, so we need to go just here in the middle? Mega structure? Or travel to mega structure? I guess it's like auto-selecting it for me. Okay. I'm so excited. Should I be nervous? I'm just mostly excited.
By the way, I finished my analysis of the particle clouds. At first I thought they might be some kind of nanotechnology, but I was wrong.
Oh.
It's a lot worse than that.
Oh.
What we're looking at is a completely unknown type and state of matter.
Wow.
Completely inexplicable within our understanding of physics. Created and manipulated by someone.
Fascinating.
Fascinating indeed. Man, just like take that in. How incredible that is. My goodness. Oh, all right. So, return to the VTOL. Is that the helicopter here? Is that what that is? I think that's what that is.
Come on, people, get on board. We haven't got all day.
I'm coming, Byron.
Yakut, take us in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Are we gonna fly in? I was wondering how we were gonna get in there.
Have any of you ever read an ancient writer called Ian Banks? I guess not. He postulated the concept of the outside context problem. That's when a society encounters something so advanced, so different, that they simply could not have conceived of it.
That's how I'm feeling right
That's what
now.
this is. This whole place is one giant outside context problem. and we're headed right into it.
Oh, it's so dark. Oh no. Oh. Enter the megastructure.
I
Oh.
think I can set down over there. Should I?
Please do. I can't wait to get a closer look.
Holy smokes.
Setting down.
Okay, everyone. We need to explore as much as we can, separately if need be, but stay in touch.
This is suddenly kind of scary.
And pay special attention to any clues as to who built this place. and
Oh
why.
my
The
word.
schematics we found in that lab were extremely incomplete. So if you can find any more of those, that would be great.
I think someone should stay at the VTOL just in case.
I volunteer you. See you later, Al.
I like Byron. Explore the area. Oh, we're going in blindly, my friends. Nothing on our HUD now. Goodness. Wow. What was the purpose of this place? What did they do here? Oh, that music. Wow. It's a lot more green than I would have expected. Wow. Are those like actual like crickets we're hearing, or is that like a recording? What is this, Yakut? Almost looks like an elevator.
This thing seems to be broken.
Can't like go forward. It's almost like it's glass around it. Yeah, it is. Interesting. All right. What else can we find? Is it a door over here? Is it open?
Hold on a second, 1K.
Yeah?
I think I can find an override for that door.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe after that, you can help me with this elevator?
Yeah, it was an
One
elevator.
problem at a time. What's going on with these fast structures? Okay, door should be opening.
Thank you, Melville.
Now,
Melville's
about the
amazing.
elevator.
Actually, the elevator's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No idea where I am, but it's working.
Oh boy.
Don't go too far. Try to circle back.
On it.
Yakut, be careful, please. What are we walking into here? You know, I wonder, with the greenery that we're seeing here, like, it almost feels like this was not intended to be here. Like, just like, you know, the greenery, like nature took over this structure over time, because perhaps it's been here so long. At first I was thinking it was intentional, like they actually intended to plant plants in here, but, and I mean, that could still be the case, but with how, you know, mushroomy it is and kind of like overrun in a sense, I don't know if it was intentional. Oh. Oh, is that one of our friends over there? Hi, friend. Oh, look at the beautiful lily pond. Oh, that had to be intentional. I love that. Wow, it's just big, you know, hats off to the devs for like taking the time to make all this. My gosh. Is Yakut? Hi, Yakut.
Hey, 1K, can we talk for a second?
Yeah, totes my goats.
That whole thing with the elevator just gave me the creeps.
Sure, what's up?
When we first arrived here, I was really excited. It's such a huge place. The technology is so advanced. if we figure out what it all means, we could really change the future of New Jerusalem. The mayor says we have to avoid repeating the mistakes our ancestors made, to stay humble, to not reach too far. And that sounds very abstract, but I've seen the ancient cities. I've seen how much they built, how much they grew, how far they fell. So I've been thinking, what if all this sets us on the same path? What if this is too much power for anyone to control?
You're right, this place could be dangerous, but we need to understand it. I think it's more complex than that. Power isn't necessarily good or bad. I don't think what went wrong with our ancestors was too much power. Honestly, I think it's too early to tell. I think your original impulse was correct. New Jerusalem needs this technology. The mayor's premise is wrong. He's assuming history can only develop in one way. I'd say I resonate most with the first one. You're right, this could be dangerous, but we need to understand it.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's a little worried, but we should keep exploring.
Agreed.
Like you said, we need to understand what we're dealing with. Maybe it won't be all that bad.
Oh.
Thanks for talking to me, 1K.
Anytime you
I know we're in the middle of something, but I kind of needed that.
Yeah, no worries. It's always important to have a friend to talk to. Always here for your buddy. Hey, let's continue. Oh. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This here. It kind of looks like a big version of those like little like golden teardrops that like seemed like they were being pulled by the magnets in that structure, which would make sense since, you know, it's levitating. So is it like a magnet underneath it that's keeping it, you know, elevated, or are these magnets like all around us? But to be fair, we are robots made of metal, so if they were magnets all around us, that might not work out too well. I can't help but feel like that there's like some significance to that, to the bronze teardrops, whatever you call them. Oh my goodness. Where in the world are we? Wow.
Looks like another set of puzzles. Same pattern, 1 gate, 3 receivers. Like some sort of fractal symmetry.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is another gate over here. And oh, and I see a red input over there. Can we go ahead and build? We can go ahead and build. I didn't know if I needed to solve some puzzles beforehand. All right, okay. Let's, start with you. And... Will that work? I don't, no, that won't work. Okay, I think that'll work, right? Yeah, that'll work. Activate 3 beams. 3? Oh. Oh. Well, where to begin? I think I'll go over in this direction. Some more of this, lovely.
I keep getting locked out of parts of the system. I think I've tracked down some more schematics, though. Let's see. This might do something. Or not.
I'm just like amazed right now. So I guess if we go up this way, that'll get to how we do like the red laser. And then the blue one here. And then green over there. I have chills right now. This is so cool. We have another gate here, blocked by you. Is it just a lot of Tetris here? This is so interesting. That's really not gonna work. That'll work? That'll work. Okay, so we have a converter, and we have a connector. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. All right. So, yeah. And would that work? I'm not quite sure. Oh. What did the red one unlock at the very least? Yeah, I can't bring those through because of the purple walls. But we can now get you. So we have a blue. So could we make red then? I might need to go back over there and possibly... Oh, no. No, we're good. Okay, all right. All right. Okay. Whoa. Oh, this is one of the things that shoots the beams. Yes, yes. But how'd you? Do we need to go higher? Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever.
Good job, 1K.
Thank you. All right, one down, 2 more to go. This is doable. We can do this, but we are going to do it next time. Oh my gosh, just when I think this game can't get more incredible, more unbelievable, here we are in whatever the heck this is. So I'm so excited to continue for next time, but until then, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.